Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer1745 with my continuing playthrough of Order Battle Pacific. We're playing as the Americans, and right now it's in the Philippines, December 1941. Only a few hours after the attack on Pearl Harbor, the Japanese have invaded the Philippines, defended by a small number of American units and the poorly trained and equipped Philippine Army, which was more of a police constabulary. The U.S. war plan is to delay the enemy as long as possible. Like I just said, the Philippine Army was there mainly as an internal security force. You had particularly down in the south of the Philippines. Earlier, they were known as the Huks that had rebelled against the Americans. So about 50 plus years ago, I know that's when they were doing it. There were other smaller I don't know, uprisings, rebellions, banditry maybe I'm even overstating as rebellions are just banditry, so that they had established a Filipino military-like force, because it was meant to operate against armed opponents. Often in the south, down in the Muslim section, wouldn't you know it. Okay, so we're going to continue here. Okay, let's get the mission briefing. Japanese have invaded the Philippines from several directions. The poorly trained Philippine forces have been unable to hold them back. The beach is next. The U.S. command has activated War Plan Orange 3A, or 3, no, Orange 3. A series of defensive operations designed to slow down the enemy enemy's advance on the capital of Manila. The objective is to buy enough time for the U.S. and Philippines forces to retreat to the Bataan Peninsula to the southwest. This can only be achieved through a fighting retreat. So be prepared to give ground when the enemy strength reaches overwhelming numbers. Okay. I know a bunch of you people weren't very impressed with my performance of in the previous Arts of Iron series, the one that's completed now, of my withdrawal. In my opinion, one of the hardest and most challenging elements of military warfare is a withdrawal in the face of the enemy, and do so effectively. And you normally only withdraw in the face of the enemy is when you're at a disadvantage. You don't do that when you're doing well. So we're going to start. We have a few units there. Okay, we want to buy a few units here to get started. And get this infantry unit place there. And another one we're going to place here. And we're going to purchase an anti-tank gun. Here. Now, in a lot of the games, if you're, I'm used to play Panzer General, and there's been several sequels, including Panzer Corps. Normally, if you put artillery right next to the unit that's being attacked, it would fire and support at least once, and I like that because if you're being attacked, they've got radios or field telephones would be able to call it in. Now they don't, or they don't in this game, although there's a lot of similarities. But anti-tank units do fire in support because they're considered up on the front lines. I don't really agree with all of that, but okay. One thing that I don't really think the Japanese did, and I'm pretty damn sure the US didn't have any tanks in the Philippines. And if the Japanese had any, they were very few. He says this is all coming from memory, but I don't really think they did. Now these guys, we're going to have trucks with them because we want to be able to move them effectively. And get them out, because we're going to doing our withdrawal here. We're going to be purchasing deploy. But we do want them up to have some impact on the front. Now, I'm going to set up a little ambush here from the previous experience. Let's see if that works out. Tank pretty badly there. Okay. We're gonna fly up behind them. I don't know if actually up behind helps or not. And we downed them, yes. Yes! Before I was only able to just get it to like 1 strength and then go back and get, oh well, and I didn't like that. Yeah, we should have done it zoomed in. Let's try to keep it zoomed in a bit more. Okay. We're gonna fire our artillery on that. Now we're gonna we're in the jungle, so we got some cover there, but they get shot up. Much heavier use of tanks than I think was historical. These guys, they can make it up to there. So they're going to retreat over to here. As you may be hearing, we have the gardeners outside. Lovely. You don't really want to hold the bridge right directly like that. I'll leave them in town, leave him there to hopefully sandbag up. He's not in a really good direct attack position there because he's on the river, but he's supporting this unit. If we withdraw out here, he's also supporting the guys in town. And he's supporting these guys here, and he might be able to evacuate out quickly enough that way, so we're going to leave him there. Okay, those are the only things that aren't moved. And the evacuation begins out to Bataan. Can't upgrade the bunker. Didn't necessarily think you could, but... yeah, that's good. Exchange. This is maybe a bit silly, but or a mistake, not silly, but a mistake, but I wanted to take that tank out if I could. Hopefully these guys will survive here. Okay, well. Should have fired first from the bunker. Well, you live, you learn. Hopefully you learn. Hopefully you live. Okay, I want to fly these guys back down here and land them. Now... truck up there. Guys don't have a truck, but they can still move a bit. Oh well, these guys, let's repair them a bit. Yes, we know that. Yeah, the bunker wasn't destined to survive. They can retreat back out to well, it's a little more damage than I wanted to have. Okay. Okay, went from doing great to not doing so well. Don't like this here. maybe should have moved them further back. Probably should have waited to upgrade these when they're not next to the enemy there. Okay, they're repaired. They're dug in up there. Good, continue. Well, that's not where I wanted them to retreat to. I would have liked them back in the town. They might have had a chance to survive. Okay. Now. This guy just unfortunately take off. Not get anywhere. These guys didn't even get a chance to shoot at them. And the Filipinos to shoot too. I don't want to, unless I lower that, but then he won't be a good anti-aircraft. Fence into there. No, we don't have any real. Okay. I think we're going to end this episode here. We're going to continue the war next episode. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for liking the videos, and post comments about the Philippine campaign and the American and Filipino attempts to keep out the Japanese. Love to hear your thoughts.